So now, as I mentioned, we are moving forward to our roundtable discussion, basically which talks about how the emerging technologies brought together by eCubic's DigiPharma, characterizing Industry 4.0 from connectivity to advanced analytics and automation, have the potential to revolutionize every element of pharma manufacturing labs. So we would be inviting our speakers. I would be inviting, and the discussion of the roundtable focuses on enabling regulatory compliance, strengthen the total quality system in medicine produced, identify process parameters to enable golden batches in the production cycle. How do you understand the real-time production monitoring with predictive ability to identify faults and the failures? And how do you understand the regulatory requirements for the data integrity? These are the few points that I would like my panel speakers to cover on the roundtable discussion. And I'm happy to introduce our panel members before we start. So we have Mr. Peenal Shah. He is the head quality control with IPCA Laboratories Limited. We have Mr. Gresh Kumar, head operational excellence with Syngene International Limited. Mr. Kiran Das, he's the director corporate affairs and business strategy with Pearls Pharmaceuticals. Mr. Rishikesh Sabnis, Head of Business Development with Aarti Industries Limited. And of course, we have Mr. Anup Garg, who would be adding his key points, lead con for Marcom with eCubics. So now, to start with, I would like to invite the thoughts of Mr. Gresh Kumar from Syngene International to share some strategic insights on the subject. Thank you, Mr. Gresh, for joining, and over to you.
Thank you so much, Ekta. Hope I am audible. And thank you so much, Anup, for highlighting the efforts you and your organization are doing into this area. Because for pharma, I would just like to say, and not only for pharma, but even for other industries as well. See, the implementation of Industry 4.0 or Pharma 4.0 or technologies is no more a choice. So what my take on this is, it is something which is going to be a very fundamental requirement sooner and not later, but in fact in very soon time. So many organizations have actually gone ahead in this journey, and you rightly quoted the example of Dr. Reddy's. So Dr. Reddy's is one of the organizations. I was previously associated with Dr. Reddy's, so I was their head of operational excellence for biologics business. So I have seen that journey in Dr. Reddy's as well. And when you talk about the regulatory requirements and connection of that with the documentation and with the kind of the depth or detail is required in terms of documentation. If you go through the analytics of the observations being found in all the FDA audits, if you try to just evaluate the data, you will find that data integrity and documentation errors is something which is the top contributing factor for all the organizations, especially in the subcontinent region. And what is the answer for that? So one answer is that we will keep improving, we will keep building our capabilities in terms of training people, developing people, and having focus on data integrity. But that's not something which is a long-lasting and permanent solution. So what is a permanent solution? I tell you, only technology is the answer, is the solution which is going to handle those things from the root of the problem genesis. So it is something which is, as I mentioned, it is something which is going to be a kind of mandatory requirement, and hope my respected panel colleagues will also agree with this, especially into the pharma sector, that this is something which is going to be very, very much fundamental requirement. Now, when we say about the requirement of Industry 4.0, not only from the regulatory angle, but also from the angle of improving productivity and enhancing efficiencies. So that is something which is actually going to take. So if I take example of my organization, if I'm not going to do it, so what will happen to me? What is the cost to me? It is same thing what you highlighted, Mr. Anup, in your pointers, that if I'm not going to do it, I have to calculate the cost of not doing it. So if I don't do it, my competitors will do it. And then my clients, my customers will find better organizations compared to my organization to run those businesses. So in order to remain in the competition, that is something which I have to continue with that. So that is why I say this is no more a choice. So with this, I will take a pause here because I took a long time in explaining that, and I would like my other fellow panelists to add on those points. Over to you, Anup and Ekta.
Thank you.